we are going to cover this subtopic called singular matrix. Now we are going to start with knowing what a singular matrix is. A singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant is 0. A singular matrix, it is a matrix with no inverse. Write this. A matrix whose determinant is 0. Or a matrix whose a matrix with no inverse. Then from there, I will just give you a 2 by 2 matrix. If you are given a 2 by 2 matrix, A, B, C, D, these letters or the numbers here, these are what we call element. Then for it to qualify to be a matrix, it should be, these elements should be enclosed by the brackets. Then determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix is given by the product of this element in this diagonal, A times D minus the product of element in this diagonal, CD or BC. This is how we calculate the determinant. Now, if it is a singular matrix, AD minus BC equals to 0. If it is a singular matrix. Now from there, we look to the first example. The first example, one, test whether this matrix is a singular matrix. Now, if it is a singular matrix, the product of these elements, 4 times 2 minus 5, the product of this times 3 should give you 0. This is 8 minus 15, which is a minus 7. Minus 7, now this one is not a 0. That means this matrix is not a singular matrix. We conclude that 4, 3, 5, 2, this matrix is not a singular matrix. Is not a singular matrix. This matrix is not a singular matrix. From there, we do example number 2. Write this. Find the value of x. Find the value of x if x minus 4, no, sorry, this is x, the other one is 4, this is 1, this is x minus 3. If you are given this matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, then you are told, find the value of x if this matrix is singular, is a singular matrix. if it is a singular matrix. Now we find the solution. Now we have said for a singular matrix, the determinant is 0. Determinant equals to 0. Now we find the determinant of this. We have said we are supposed to find the product of this diagonal. X times x minus 3, then minus 1 times 4. This one should give us a 0. We remove the bracket by multiplication. We remove the bracket by multiplication. And this one will give us x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals to 0. Now, I want to use, this is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. In high school, there are 3 methods. You can either use quadratic formula method, factorization method, completing the square method. I want to use quadratic formula method. The value of x is given by minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. In this case, the value of a equals to 1. The value of b equals to minus 3. The value of c equals to minus 4. Minus 4. We continue. We substitute the values. Kwa hivyo x equals to minus b. Kwa hivyo itakuwa minus b is minus 3. Remember, this is minus, but b is minus 3. This is minus b. Minus b, that means you multiply with minus 3 plus or minus b squared, that is minus b squared, you get 9 minus 4 times a is 1 times minus 4, c is minus 4, c is minus 4. It should be like this, over 2a, 2 times 1. This one will give us minus and minus. This one will give us 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus times minus. This one will give us positive. But this is 16 over 2. Then from there, x equals to 3 plus or minus, hii inaita tupia 25. Square root of 25 over 2. X equals to 3 plus or minus square root of 25 is 5 over 2. X equals to 3. We start with the positive, plus 5 over 2. This one will give us x as 8 over 2, which is 4. Or, now we use minus. X equals to 3 minus 5 over 2. X equals to minus 2 over 2, which is minus 1. That means the values of x equals to minus 1 or x equals to 4. X equals to 4. And these are the solutions. Please revise this equation, and I know the concept will get into your mind. The last example. It is similar to what we have done. Find the value of a. If 2x minus 1, this is 1, x squared, this is 1, is a singular matrix. Now we find the solution. Now still remember, if it is a singular matrix, determinant equals to 0. Determinant of this one, it is given by this one times this, 2x minus 1 then minus hii na hii itatupea x squared equals to 0. Still, this is a quadratic equation. If you take this one to the other side, it becomes positive x squared. Take this one to the other side. Take this one to the other side, becomes minus 2x. Take this one to the other side, it becomes plus 1 equals to 0. Equals to 0. Now I want to use completing the square method. Using completing the square method to solve this equation. Now, this one we have x squared minus 2x plus this one square. Here we put 1 over 2 of the coefficient of x, that is minus 2. Then take this one to the other side, it becomes minus 1. Then what you have done here, do to the other side. Go your plus the same. This is square. This is 1 over 2 of negative 2. 1 over 2 of negative 2. Then put this one and this under 1 square. Under 1 square, knowing that negative 1 over 2 of negative 2 is negative 1. This one will give us x squared. This one will give us x. I want to combine with this one. Take this one, you get negative 1. Maybe itakuwa minus 1. Put them under the same square. Equals to this side. This side will give us negative. This is negative 2 times a half is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 1 squared. Negative 1 squared is 1 plus negative 1. This one will give us, it will give us 0. This side is 0 because this one is negative 1 plus 1 equals to 0. Now we have x squared. X minus 1 squared equals to 0. X minus 1 squared equals to 0. Now find the square root of both sides. The square root of 0 is 0. On this one, this side, it will give us x minus 1 equals to 0. You get x minus this one, take this one to the other side, you get it is 1. And the value of x, the value of x is 1. The value of the x is 1. Now we add there, and I urge you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for the notification. Enjoy yourself.